Alrighty, guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful, rainy Alabama, where it's been crazy with power going on and off and all kinds of crazy crap. So, anyway, alright, we got 5 here that we're going to explore, okay, that we purchased. And the first one that we're going to start off with is going to be Mr. John Rosser. Alright, now, all these systems are up on Alliance servers. They have purged for GTA 5. They got college football revamped version 17 for it with the one-button updater. BO2 MW3 Ghost, Advanced Warfare Off-Host, as well as GD and Sentinel. Alright, and pretty much they're good to go. So what we have here is we have Mr. John Rosser. Now, John, he purchased the console off the website from us. It's a 120 gig drive, so we're going to fire it up. Alright, these are all RGH3 chipless installs, by the way. Okay, just to let you know. Now, hey Tyler, how are you, man? Good to see you, brother. Alright, now, we'll fire this thing up here. Okay, I'm going to sync this controller up, and you're going to see that's going to boot up into Aurora. Alright? And then we're going to go through this thing. Also, when you get these systems, guys, listen, I'm going to be sending you an email with two links, okay? One to the video here, alright? That's our one-button updater, by the way. It's very easy. All you got to do is just hit yes to update. It's already on version 17, so you don't have to worry about it right now. But when the CFBR team comes around and they make another update to this thing, then you're going to hit yes, please, and thank you, and it will download in the background, okay? Now, and it's also resumable. So in case it crashes or if something was to happen, like when you lose power or something like that, when you start it back up, it's going to give you a percentage rate of how much was downloaded, and it's going to continue from there. So that way, then you're not downloading the whole damn thing again, because that takes forever, all right? Now, I'm going to give you a link to, there's going to be 2 links. One to this video, all right? And the other one's going to be the startup setup video, all right? And you got to watch that. Please watch that before you power your consoles on, because you got to get them up on your network first. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at the Xbox 360 logo for a long time. And I don't want to see you do that. Oh, great, you got COVID. Oh, wonderful, Tyler. Jesus. Dude, it seems you get everything, man. God almighty. Poor man. Alright, so anyway, let's go through this thing, okay? Let me go ahead here. Alright, Xbox 360, we start off with the dashboard. Work our way through, okay? It's a small drive, okay? You got your Call of Duties on there, your MW3, your NCAA Football 14, College Football Revamped. Alright, you got some Xbox Live Arcade on there as well. And John, you were talking to me about transferring, transferring to a bigger hard drive or whatever. Just the simplest way, get yourself one of these, and you'll be good to go. Alright, they're available on Amazon. It's just an Xbox 360 transfer cable. They're about maybe $15 to be the best investment that you can do. Alright, so you got your homebrew section. And of course you have some emulators on there. You don't have all of them, but you got a good complement of them. Alright, and we're going to go ahead. We'll hit the dashboard, make sure that she's up online and live and all that other happy nonsense, and which it is. Okay, bypass the sign-in. And as you can see, it's up, it's online, it's live. Alright, now we have our HUD. And then over in our 5th tab, we have our advanced software cheats, BO2 cheats, Go sheets, Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable any one of them, you just got to hit A. Just hover over it and hit A. And then to enable it, hit A. It gives people a bad day when you're in a session online. Alright? So anyway, listen, thank you so much. Mod on the Xbox One. Alex, that has been asked many times. I'm gonna say this, okay, in all honesty. Alright, the DRM, which is your digital rights management, dude, people have gone to jail, okay, that have tried to hack the Xbox One, okay, there's people that have gone to jail for it. Also, with the DRM, and the way that the security is, it's very tight, okay. I've even talked to Alexi 15432 about that. And he even told me, he's like, Tony, the security is really tight on this. And I was like, I kind of figured that. And, and also, every game is a virtual machine. So, in order to do a mod on that thing, first you have to crack it. Then you got to go ahead and you got to write firmware for it, all this other stuff, and who knows what it's going to entail. And then besides that also, to play a mod online with another Xbox One, the trick is it runs a virtual machine. Every game does. So every hash is different across the network. So in order for all the stars to align and all that, you have got to be able to match that hash across the network. And reversing a hash is, okay, it's not happening. Okay, So there's going to be a lot of obstacles and a lot of insanity with the Xbox One, even if it does get hacked. And even if it does get hacked, I'm going to tell you what, Microsoft is going to have a baby. All right, it ain't going to be good. All right, and with the DRM, the way the laws are now, you saw what happened with Nintendo, and you saw what happened to Team Executor. Okay, not a good thing. Okay, so I mean, I'm not to say no, I'm not to say yes. I honestly, with the way it is, it looks kind of bleak, brother, to be honest with you, okay? To let you know. If you got a dev kit, yeah, you go ahead, you mod that Xbox One dev kit, you go ahead. And yeah, Alex, yeah, no, people have gone to jail for it, man. They've gone to jail for it, just like Team Executor. They went to jail for the freaking Switch, okay? I mean, and that's Nintendo. They screwed with the wrong company there. That's why you don't see any SX Core or anything around, because of that. You know what I mean? It's like, holy hell! And they did actually hack the OLED, but you have got, oh my God, the involvement in that is insane. Okay, because you have to actually remove the processor, okay, and jump a wire for the clock on there in order to hack the OLED. So it's like, are you kidding? I mean, you got a $400 console, and then also the mod for it and the chip and everything. It's gonna be another $300 or $400. I mean, there comes a point where it's like, is this really worth it? So my suggestion with the Switch is get an early model, non-patch version. They sell them on eBay, you can get them, and then you can do the hack real easy. But the later models and everything, not good. And like I said, Team Executor, all those guys, they all went to jail, man, every single one of them. So, it's not like it was years ago. It is completely different now. I mean, so, I mean, give me an original Xbox. Hell, give me a freaking Game Boy. Give me an Xbox 360. Well, all day long, okay? But the other stuff, I'm not touching that crap. Okay? I kind of like my freedom, okay? And I don't want to have to worry about bending over and picking up the soap, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so anyway, John, you're all done, brother, okay? Shipping it off tomorrow, all right? And please make sure to watch that startup setup video, please, for the love of God, all right? Now, all right, we have Terry Bernard. This is another one. This is another 120 gig, okay? And, let's see here. As you know, guys, I've been really busy, and it's been crazy. That's why by the time I got through last night, I was just like, this is too late to do this video. So I was just like, okay, let me do these tomorrow. So anyway, Carrie, this one is yours right here. Okay, so we're gonna fire this thing up, all right, and I'm gonna sync this controller up, and hopefully, in the love of God, it will sync, in which it did. Okay, that's a good thing. That's always good. All right, and as you can see, it boots up. The RGH3, like I said, chipless install. Anytime you eliminate a piece of hardware, that's a good thing. Because, I'm a firm believer in the more crap you pile on it, the worse it gets, And that's the truth sometimes. It's just the way it is. Okay. So anyway, we booted up. Okay, now this is going to have the same complement as John's here. All right. Not now. Ask me later. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. All right. So I start off with Black Ops, okay? So we got some Black Ops, Grand Theft, Modern Warfare 3, and CA for Football 14 with College Football revamped on it, version 17, the latest edition. All right? You got your Xbox Live Arcade on there. And then you got your homebrew section where your tools reside. All right? You have your emulators on there as well. And then, of course, we'll bring it back to Xbox 360. We'll hit the dashboard, make sure that she's up and hits the server, in which she did. That's good. Bypass the sign-in. And as you can see, good KV, of course, it's up, it's online, it's live. And then we have our HUD, and over on our fifth tab, our Advanced Warfare cheats. We have 2 cheats, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very easy. Bring this back, and there you have it. Carrie, thank you for your business. I really do appreciate it. Shipping off tomorrow, okay? You'll have a tracking number, and it'll be at your door within 2 to 3 days, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to unplug Carrie here. And then what I'm going to do, all right, is I'm going to grab Miss Kathy Shad, okay? A lot of women modders in this thing here now. All good. All right, now, Kathy, this one is yours, okay? Slim. All right, RGH3. This one I do believe is a Corona model. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to sync the controller up. And as you can see, Corona, Trinity, doesn't really matter. The boot times are the same. Okay, so, like I said, anytime you eliminate a piece of hardware, life is good. And we have Alexi 15432 to thank for that, as well as Josh Davidson for finding the PLL which opened up the door for a lot of crap. It's also very helpful that the Xbox schematic scheme, the Xbox schematics were released. Yeah, that's a big help right there. Thank you, Microsoft. Really appreciate the leak. All right, now. All right. This one's got a 250. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. No problem. No problem. No problem at all. I didn't even know you were on there. There you are. Okay, I see you now. Good to see you. All right, now. Okay. So, anyway, Kathy. All right. Now, this one's a 250 gig drive. It's got a little bit more on it. Okay, so we'll go through this. Xbox 360. You got your Battlefields. You got your Call of Duties on there. All right. You got your Gears of War on there, your Grand Theft Auto, your Halo series, Minecraft, and of course NCAA football, 14 college football revamp, Red Dead Redemption, and Resident Evil 6, and all that. So, you know, a little bit more space on there, okay? Now, you got your Trials HD, and all that. That's all your Xbox Live Arcade. All right? You got your homebrew section where all your tools reside. You got some classic games on there, okay? You got 3. You got Halo 2, Tony Hawk's Underground, you know, so on. Oh, you have 2. That's right, okay. Sorry about that. And then you have a couple of indie games on there as well. And you got a full complement of emulators. Here you have Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, FCE 360, NES emulator, back to Game Boy Advance, so on and so forth. Okay, and then we'll bring this back up here. All right, and we'll make sure that we hit the dashboard, make sure that we're up and we're on. I hate when it does that. Dang it, that just, ooh, does that burn me up? Hang on. It does that sometimes, and now probably trip the damn XHTTP as well when it does that. Sorry about that, it happens. All right, now we'll do that. There we go. Okay, now we'll see if it's up and online. Oh, I might have made it. Let's see. Yeah, it did. Okay, it didn't trip the XHTTP. All right, cool. So anyway, you're up, you're online, you're live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD. Over in our 5th tab, we have our advanced warfare cheats. We have 2 cheats, ghost cheats, and modern warfare 3 cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very simple. We'll bring this back home. All right, now, also, guys, okay, about this thing too. All right, there is bypass mode. Now, to play the Xbox Live, the full versions of the Xbox Live games, all right, what you got to do is you got to put it into bypass mode, all right? Bypass mode is simply you power it on with the power button, hit the eject, leave the tray hanging out. You won't have any network connection except for your local area network, but then you can play all these games online. Also, that also applies for your classic games too. Okay, so you got to run classic games with it in bypass mode as well. Okay, just to let you know, all right? And then, you know, once you're done with your classic games or your Xbox Live Arcade games or whatever, just power it back on normally, and then you'll be able to get online and play too. Okay, so, you know, just something so you know. I covered that in the video. I just wanted to emphasize on that a little bit, all right? So, Cassie, thank you so much for your business. I really do appreciate it. We're going to be shipping it off tomorrow. You'll get a tracking number in your email, and it'll be at your house in 2 to 3 days. All right, now, good old Cassie, we'll put her away. And we'll grab hold of William Norwood. Okay, William went ahead. He purchased one with a 500 gig drive. Okay, now this thing is like really like loaded big time. All right. We'll plug that in there. We'll plug this in. Okay. William, this one is yours right here. All right. It's a Slim. And this one I do believe is also a Corona model here. All right, and I got another order of like 40 more Xboxes coming in, so, you know, like I said, it boots just fine, no problems, you know. Like I said, this chipless install is a wonderful thing. Sometimes you got to use a chip on some of them. I've had a couple that just didn't like RGH3, just didn't like it, so, you know, I had to use a chip on it. RGH 1.2 though, and it boots the same speed as this thing does, so, you know, it's all good. It's just when you can eliminate a chip, like I said, it's a good thing. Oh, here we go. All right, now, this one is 500 gig. No, not now. Ask me later. Okay, now. All right, Xbox 360. We start off at the dashboard. Now, this one has a lot more on it. Afro Samurai, Battlefield, all your Call of Duties, okay? Defiance, Dragon Balls, Raging Blast. You can play with your Dragon Balls and all that kind of good stuff, you know. Spray everything everywhere. MMA, Fable, Gears of War, your Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Mass Effect, okay? Medal of Honor, all that stuff, Mortal Kombat, you know, NBA 2K16, so on and so forth, PopCap Collection. You know, I mean, it's got a ton of stuff on here, as you can see. All right, so, and that's just your Xbox 360 games. Now, your Xbox Live, you got a ton of Live Arcade on there as well, as much as I could fit on the dang thing. All right, and then you got your tools, okay? And then, of course, you have indie games, and you've got a lot of indie games on here as well. You got classic games. You got a ton of classic games on here also, okay? So, and they all play on the emulator, okay? So, you know, they all work. And so on and so forth. Then you have your emulators. You got a full complement of emulators on here as well. Alright? And then we're going to go ahead. We'll hit Xbox 360 and we'll bring it on up to the dashboard. Make sure that she loads and everything is good. Alright, we're good. Alright. And as you can see, it's up, it's online, it's live. Our beautiful eyeball pleasing HUD. And over in our fifth tab, our advanced warfare cheats, BO2 cheats, ghost cheats, and modern warfare 3 cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very easy. Bring this back, and there you have it. So, William, thank you so much for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to ship this sucker off to you. And you'll have it in 2 to 3 days. Okay? You'll also get a tracking number in your email. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to say goodbye to William here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up one more. Yeah, I got one more for you guys. All right. Henry Herrera. Okay. Henry's a cool guy. I like Henry. All right. Mr. Henry. Okay, brother. This one right here is yours, okay? It's a slim model. We'll go ahead, we'll fire it up. And I did your ROL mod for you like you wanted, all right? Now, yeah, we did the purple, the green, the blue, and the pink or whatever the hell it was, yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're firing it up here. And this one is 500 gig as well, all right? Like I said, I love the way that these things boot. They are awesome. All right. Now, as soon as we get to the Aurora dashboard, some of them, they take a little while, some of them don't. It's just crazy. But there you are, all right? And we're all loaded up, and life is good. Okay, now, as you can see, not now, ask me later. All right. Now, Xbox 360, same complement as before. You got your Afro Samurai, you're running through Call of Duties, got the Yin Yang, Crisis, Defiance, Dragon Ball, MMA, Gears of War, Fable, you know, your Grand Theft Auto trilogy, your Halo 3, Halo 3 games, your Mass Effect series. Oh, and by the way, if you guys notice, okay, and of course NCAA Football 14, College Football Revamp, when they take the Halo servers down, you know that you can play on Link with this thing, with the Halo games, because those are system link enabled games, okay? So you can still play online with them, and you can still have wars, all within Aurora Network, okay? Just to let you know. And that's what's on this thing, by the way. So, you know, pretty easy. Go visit the Real Mod Scene. It's called the Real Mod Scene, all right? And that's where Swizzy and all the boys that built Aurora actually hang out, okay? And, you know, I mean, it's really easy to get a Link account and have a blast on there, you know, with your friends and everything as well, all right? So anyway, you know, PGR4, Red Dead Redemption, all this kind of good stuff right here, so on and so forth. And there you have it, all right? You got your Xbox Live Arcade, and then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And we have our indie games. And then, of course, we have our classic games. And we have emulators on there. We have a full complement of emulators. And we'll bring this back to Xbox 360. Hit Xbox 360 dashboard. We'll fire this thing up here. Make sure that she hits the dashboard. Good. Alright, and as you can see, up and online and live. I love how fast the network picks that up. Boy, that's so quick. Alright. I remember sitting at dashboards on stealth servers for a while waiting for it to load. Alright. Now, of course, we'll hit the guide button. Bring it on over. And we have our fifth tab, our advanced warfare cheats, BO2 cheats, ghost cheats, and modern warfare 3 cheats. Disable A, enable A. Very, very easy. Bring this back, and there you have it. Alright? Oh, listen. John, there you are. Yeah, of course you can. You can download them or whatever, man. Yeah, John, you can download, you know, the emulators and everything, and they're readily available on all kinds of sources off of the internet and everything. And they're real easy to put in. In fact, John, if you look here, all right, if you go to your file manager right here, and you go to your file manager, you'll see the way the hard drive structure is laid out on HDD1. As you can see, okay, we have our content folder, okay, and that's where all the secondary discs are installed, the first disc and the secondary games discs are installed to the game side, all right? You have your emulators, your game folder, your homebrew section, and your OG Xbox games, okay? Real easy. Emulators, just open it up, and as you can see, there's your Game Boy Advance. You just make the name of the emulator, make a folder for it, which is really easy just by hitting plus right there, and then you just add a folder to it, okay, so on and so forth, okay? So on and so forth. And we're not going to make a new directory here, but that's how you make a directory. And then you put all your ROMs and everything in it, just follow the instructions that come with the README with the emulator. And then All you got to do is once you do that, then the easiest way to do this is by hitting the whoop. No, I don't want that. Okay, no. Now I want to back out of that and back out of that and back out of that. Then what you would do is you would go here. You would hit the start button here, right? You bring this over to content, and all you would do is just hit scan now. And you let it scan, it'll find that emulator, and then it'll put it up there, download the artwork for it and everything, and put it right in the proper folder. No big deal. Okay, just to let you know. Alright? And yeah, and the 120 gig does have emulators on it, man. It doesn't have all of them, but it has some of them, because, you know, I mean, there's only so much I can stuff on a 120 gig drive. Okay? So, you know, just to answer that question. But anyway, that's how you would add stuff. Just like you would add games the same way. You know, I mean, if you look here, you go to your file manager. Okay, you go to HDD1. You go to your games. Every game has a folder. Every game is labeled. And inside that folder is the actual game, as you can see. Okay? Pretty easy. You can rip the game right from the disk drive. You can transfer it from FTP or using Neighborhood or whatever. You know, I mean, and you know, you just stick it in there. You name the folder. Then you copy the files over that folder. Then you go back to your scan right here. And all you do is just content scan and scan now, and it'll find the game. It'll find the artwork for it. Download it. Don't forget to download the title update, and you're good to go. Very easy. Alright? So anyway, there you have it. Alright? So, Henry Herrera, thank you so much for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You'll have it in 2 to 3 days, okay? Guys, listen. You'll have a good one, and take good care of yourselves. And John, if you have any other questions or anything like that, just message me, man. Okay, I'm around. I mean, I try to be around anyway, but it's just been, I've been so busy, it's crazy. So either Lorraine will get you, or I'll get you one way or the other. Okay. So anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. You all have a good night. Take good care of yourselves, and oh yeah, tomorrow, Monday, work week. Yay! Yeah. Y'all have a good one. All right. Holler at y'all later. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.